Barely. Give me just a moment to get my life together as usual. As you come in, even on the playback, like the stream. It's hot. I probably should have put on a tank top. Oh, I'm in freaking humidity with all black on it. I mean, literally black from like up here down to my ankle. I'm wearing all black. Well, hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? I got asked the most outrageous question by a subscriber. I can't even believe it. I should ban her from my channel. I shared no, actually I didn't share the live. Let me do that now. I scheduled this live yesterday and Reindeer gonna ask me if my title is clickbait. Girl. And because Reindeer likes to troll me, I had to troll her back real quick. Like, wouldn't you have to click it to see? Like, girl, no. No, it's not clickbait. My title is meant to be a topic, not a statement. I could see, yeah, I could see how she would think that, but no, we are going to be talking about taking a break from weight loss and whether or not I'm actually going to be taking a break, whether or not you should be taking a break. I remember covering vaguely, remember this topic coming up a while ago. And strangely enough, I can't actually remember what my stance was. Hey, Janetha, how you doing? I can't remember what my stance was on this topic. Um, and I don't remember which stream I covered it in. So I couldn't go back and hear what I was saying back then. Hi, Lori. How you doing? Good morning. But we're gonna get into it, I guess, again today. Um, but before we do that, some housekeeping. So I'm up another pound. Weight losses or bust? I'm not sure what you mean, Jen. Hey, Candace. How you doing? Give me a second. I'm like lost in the sauce right now. Hold on. Uh, I haven't had the help of a second phone in quite some time now. I don't know how to use my phone. Okay, housekeeping first. So I'm up another pound. I'm up another pound this week. So that's 2 pounds regained after making it 99 to 99 pounds down. The scale is playing on my top, but it's a pound well earned. Oh, weight loss or bust. It means ride or die. We'll get into it. We got a members only stream, Jen, as well. I just later or tomorrow. I just haven't figured it out yet because I have to travel tomorrow. But I'm up another pound this week, but it's a well earned pound, so I can't be mad at it. I told y'all I was up another pound. I was up my first pound last week from increasing my weights, and I didn't mind it. It was just slightly annoying because I was almost there at 100 pounds down. This is why I don't round up. This is why I never round up because I didn't want to celebrate 100 pounds down until I saw it on the scale. And y'all know that scale never went to 192, 192. Oh Lord, 142. That scale never went to 142. It went 143. It even went 143.3. I was right there. I was a skip a meal away. And now, I'm back up 2 pounds, but it's because I've been working really hard in the gym. However, I've had a conversation with my trainer and we are backing off on the intensity of the weight training. So even though I included an extra day, we're going to lower the weight some because it's been making me incredibly hungry and yeah, it's just been a mess. Like some days I'm really really hungry, which is my gym days, and then when I take my shot on like Monday, I'm not hungry at all. It's been a mess. Good morning, sweet tea. Good morning, Benjamin, and good morning, Sway. It's been a mess. So I'm up another pound. Um, and I'm okay. Like I'm not tripping about it because I know it's from the weight training. I've added creatine back. I've been eating on my weight training days. The other days, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't think I'm getting enough protein at all. I can't tell because I refuse to track. I can't tell whether I'm under eating or overeating. It don't matter. I'm not tripping about it. Y'all know me and the scale. We are friends, so I don't let the scale run me. I'm not worried about that. I just haven't given you guys an update on my weight. So I wanted to let you know I'm back at 145 and I'm cool with that. Speaking of 145, I got my license transferred to South Carolina today. And y'all, my weight is on my license now. If you didn't see the poll, I posted a poll this morning asking, and y'all can tell me now, does your license have your weight on it? Because I've had ent- uh, a North Carolina license for almost a decade, and there's no weight on there. I did not even know that was a thing. Good morning, Sydney. Good afternoon. I didn't even know that was a thing. Why they blowing people's spot up like that? I don't know if I mentioned this already, but my cousin had asked if my weight was on my license, and I'm like, they do that? Like, I didn't even know that was, I didn't know you, what? Why? So I went to go check, and my weight was not on my license. But now that I've officially switched my license over to South Carolina, yeah, I had to put my weight on there. And yeah, I put 145. I didn't lie to the people. I could have put 120. I could have put 120, but it felt damn good to put that 145 on there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It felt damn good to not have to put 220. Ohio does not anymore. It's fat phobic. Why y'all doing that? It's fat phobic to tell the world my weight. It is fat phobic. Okay. It's fat phobic, sweetie. We should sue somebody. Like, why y'all doing that to us? Don't put that information out there for the world. And I had a weird moment. I don't know if anybody else has these moments, but I felt so out of place for like half a second. I was at the DMV, and I was just I still act like a toddler some places I go. So I was kind of like stretching on the counter because it was a high raised counter. So I kind of like put my arms on the counter to stretch, and I looked down at my legs, and I'm wearing black today, so black makes you look real extra slim. I looked down at my legs, and I was like, oh my god, I don't feel like I look like other people. I was like, oh my god, like, because everybody else around me was big. I'm sorry they were, which is not a bad thing. I'm just saying, but it was like I feel like the outlier now. Like I feel like the not weirdo, but I just felt different. I felt different, and not in um like a better than anybody type of way. I kind of felt like wow, like I'm not average anymore. Like I'm just it was a very weird moment. It was a very weird moment. I felt very I wouldn't say above or below average. I just didn't feel average. I did not feel I felt like I stuck out like a sore thumb. And it was a flash. It was gone. It was there and gone in a second. Like, woo, like woo. I gave 145, which is my current weight. I could have lied to the people. I could have, but I didn't. I'm sorry. When they leave, I'll be losing weight again. I'm up to 145, up from 143 over the past 2 weeks. So I have not been losing for 2 weeks, but I also have been like killing it. Like my shoulders are so fire. I wasn't happy with my biceps, my triceps, and my shoulders. I had months ago I had backed off because I felt like I was starting to look like I spent a little time in the pen. So I backed off, but then I'm like, dang, like I still look great, but I don't know. I wasn't getting the upper body definition that I wanted, especially during 75 hard. So I added an additional day, and that turned me into a hungry, hungry hippo. That turned me into a hungry, hungry hippo. Okay, so I'm up 2 pounds. It's okay. I'm not tripping. Jenitha, Sweet Tea received her skims. Um, so Sweet Tea, the beige kind of nude bodysuit and the bra is what Jen sent me, and now I can't fit it anymore. And then the black one, the one with the tag still on it, is one I bought for myself, but never got a chance to wear it because that one is not snatchy snatchy. Like it's nice, but it's not. It was too big when I bought it. Um, so the weight is falling off of you. Don't make Sweet Tea. Don't make the mistake that I made. I waited too long to wear the skims that Jen sent me, and by the time I put it on, it didn't even fit no. I mean, it fit, but it wasn't snatching nothing in. It wasn't snatching nothing in. So just don't wait, sweetie. Don't wait. Okay, don't wait because but before you know it, you're gonna be 175, and that is not gonna fit. They look so tiny. It stretches. It'll be fine. I promise. It'll be fine. Um, I would have said 140. All you do, all of y'all just lie. I was like, I made the awful mistake of weighing in yesterday, so I knew I was 145. So I told the people the truth. They got it for now. They got it for now. They got it for now. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. But I'm just appalled that they would even have the audacity to put the weight on our license anyway. Like that is no, don't do that. Don't do that. Now, let me give y'all an update on my how my sleep has been going. I think my body has me completely fucked up. Like ever since I did that video talking about how I was gonna like clean up my sleep hygiene, the very next day I woke up at like 7:15, which was early, but I decided to get up and then I took a nap later, which ended up falling apart. The next day I woke up earlier. I woke up at like 6:50. That's almost a full 30 minutes, almost a full 30 minutes earlier. And I'm like, that's not cool, but I didn't have anything to do yesterday, so I went back to sleep. Like I didn't have anything to do, so I was able to get some more rest that I felt like I needed. This morning I woke up at 6:20. I don't I don't know why my body's doing this. Like Jen, Jen asked me, why do I get up in the morning? Do I not feel accomplished? I was so confused. I'm like, what are you talking about? So let me explain my schedule really quickly in case anybody was confused as to why I get up so early. So with doing 75, for one, I have no control over what time I wake up. Like my body just naturally wake. I don't want to wake up to an alarm. So whatever time I wake up is whatever time I wake up. And for some reason, even though I work until 1 a.m. and I'm sleep probably by 1:30, my body still insists on waking up around 7 a.m., 7:30, which is not a full 8 hours of sleep at all. So typically I would just lollygag around in the bed until I felt like getting up and then I would waste the whole day. Well, on 75 hard, I don't really have the option to waste the whole day, especially considering my gym is 45 minutes away and I have to work by 3 p.m. So me having a gym day during the week is about a 3.5 hour trip. I gotta get there, work out, maybe stop to get some groceries, and then come all the way back. So it takes about 3 to 3.5 hours. Um, so if I happen to wake up at 7:30 in the morning, 8 o'clock, then I'm gonna take advantage of that time and go to the gym. If my body would let me sleep uninterrupted till 9 or 10 a.m., I would take that 1000%. I would 100% take that. Well, 1000%. I just said 1000. Why would I switch it to 100? Whatever. Um, but I would take that. If my body would just stay asleep, I would take that. But I don't. So it is what it is. Like I wake up at around 7 a.m. If I don't have anything to do, if it's not a gym day, then I can go back to sleep. But the problem with that is with me trying to clean up my sleep hygiene and get on a schedule, I have to I have to work to make sure I'm waking up at the same time every day. And my body is already ruining my plan by waking up earlier and earlier. Like, what are you doing? I think it could be that if I'm getting more effective sleep, like if my sleep quality is better, then my body just needs less of it. So if my sleep hygiene is really good the night before, then for some reason I wake up earlier. But that's not what I want. I don't want to wake up earlier. I want to sleep better, and somehow sleeping better is leading to less sleep. That is not what I meant, body. That's not what I meant. Okay, Jen. That's not what I meant. So I don't know. 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 I don't know what's happening. But that's what it is. And Jen was saying that some of the girls think sleeping until 12 is loser behavior. No, 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 no. It's not. I'm not an early bird gets the worm kind of person. I'm not. I want to be, but I'm really not. If my body would just allow me to sleep until 10 o'clock uninterrupted, that would be wonderful. But it doesn't. So once I wake up, I have the choice of going back to sleep or getting up and being busy. I don't take melatonin because I don't want to have to rely on it. I had some a while ago. I don't know what happened to it. I probably it probably expired or something. I did try melatonin at one point, and I would take it about once a week, and it was helpful. It was helpful. So I don't have time. I don't have trouble falling asleep. It's the staying asleep. Like, why am I waking up 5 hours after I went to sleep? No. Ah. Hi, Laura. So anyway, I don't know what's going on with that, but I just wanted to give you guys that update because when I woke up this morning and that clock says 6:23, I was appalled. I'm like, are you serious? Like, why are you doing that? Why would you wake me up that early? No, that's unreasonable. Um, okay. Is you in the South? Your trees look southern. I did not know trees had a southern look. I didn't know that that was possible, but I am in the South. So I guess they are Southern. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know. But anyway, so let's get into it. Like the stream if you haven't already. Please, if you're on a playback, make sure you hit the like and make sure you watch till the end. Or if you can't, make sure you come back because I'm gonna talk about some upcoming streams and a second channel. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Country ass trees. Okay. I don't care. I'm from New York. Like whatever. If you want to roast the trees, roast them. That don't have nothing to do with me. So anyway, the title, taking a break from weight loss. Now, that wasn't a statement, reindeer. It wasn't a statement that I will be taking a break from weight loss. I was it's the topic of the discussion, and we're going to be discussing whether or not people should be taking a break from weight loss. Again, we covered this briefly before, but it was kind of a part of a bigger topic, and I can't remember how I felt at the time, but I remember the audience kind of feeling the opposite. So I was either, I understand you taking a break, and then the audience was like, yeah, but it could be hard to restart, so that's kind of tricky, or I was on the don't take a break and the audience was on the like, yeah, but people mentally may need it or something like that. So it sounds like I would be more on the side of don't take the break. It sounds like I would be more on that side, but whatever. We're gonna talk about it today. So I did consider it briefly recently, and that's why I wanted to talk about it. Y'all know I am almost done with 75 hard, my fourth attempt. I have less than 30 days left. And I don't know. In my video, I said I lost 12 to 13 pounds. That was wrong. I don't know why I thought I started 75 hard at 157. There must be some confusion from when I was coming back from Vegas versus like when I actually stepped on a scale at the beginning of 75 hard. I've actually only lost 10 pounds, which is still fine. Or it was 11, now 10, whatever. But I was off by like 2 pounds. It looks like at the start of 75 hard, I was 155 and not 157. So either way, still I've seen some decent weight loss in about a month and a half. But I'm starting to experience burnout again. Yep. I am. Or let me take that back. I am on the verge of experiencing burnout again, meaning like mentally, emotionally, physically, even financially, because I'm sick of paying for Zepbound. I'm sick of it. I am tired, y'all. I'm tired, but this is not new. I've been here before, which is why I wanted to talk about it. I have been down the road of like, man, I'm sick of paying for Zepbound. I'm sick of taking Zepbound. I'm sick of injections. I'm sick of weight loss. I'm sick of working out. I'm sick of this, sick of that, sick of 75 hard. I'm sick of everything. And I'm sick of being sore. I am in sick mode. That's just how I feel. And I've just been feeling, it's left me feeling a little discouraged. Even though I am seeing success, it has been like tiresome. It's been very, very tiresome. Now, y'all know me. I have been on a bit of a high horse of like, if you want the results, there are no breaks. Like, you got to work for it. It is what it is. I'm going to say officially, my stance is I don't believe in breaks. I don't believe in breaks because okay, let me back up. I think most people would consider a break because the process is hard, but I would say I don't believe in breaks because the process is hard. Does that make sense? Probably not. So let me explain it. I kind of got bit when I got into the 140s, or for the past couple of weeks, I would say. I've been slightly bit by the I like this weight bug. This is what I'm calling it. The I like this weight bug, where I don't know why, I guess people have different reasons for feeling this way, but like where you're not really done losing weight, But if you didn't lose no more weight, you think you'd be okay? I'm kind of there. Like, I'm kind of at that point where I like the way I look. I'm out of danger health wise. I'm even out of danger as far as visceral fat. I've been out of danger about 40, 50 pounds ago. So I really don't have to lose any more weight, right? I mean, get out of the overweight BMI, which is about another 3 pounds or so, and then I'd be fine if that matters, which it does to me. But I've reached this point where I'm kind of like, there's a conflict where I know I want to lose more weight because I've been said like this portion of the journey is about vanity. I am chasing an aesthetic. That's why I'm working out. That's why I'm continuing to lose weight. That's why I'm increasing my flexibility. Like, it is about the superficial aspects at this point, and also the mobility aspects as well, but that's, you can't really see that play out unless you are seeing me do like my yoga and shit like that. But as far as like wanting to continue to put in the work to continue to lose weight, I'm tired. I'm tired. And there are parts of me that's like, you know what, I like the way I look. I actually love the way I look. But that feeling is not enough to make me stop, which is why we're doing this stream, because people are going to get burned out. People are going to get tired. This is about my third or fourth time being at a point where I'm like, if something doesn't give, I'm going to cry. I'm not frustrated about progress. I'm not it's not that I don't like the way, like, I don't feel good about myself. It's none of that. It's just the sheer what do you call it? The sheer gravity of how much work it takes um to get the results that I want to get. And 75 hard on top of that, because I experienced burnt out without 75 hard too, but 75 hard on top of that, because of the restrictions as far as time management, it is adding to the frustration. Like, 75 hard is not at a point where it's hard for me anymore. The actual objectives aren't hard. It's the commitment that's hard, the consistency that's hard, the restrictions around, like, making sure you manage your time well. Sometimes I just don't fucking feel like it. Sometimes I just don't fucking feel like it. And of course, I say that's why I need to be on 75 hard, because if you leave me to my own devices, I will be out in these streets acting stupid. Okay? I will never make it to 100 pounds down, 120 pounds down, or whatever. I will never make it there because I will be in these streets acting a goddamn donkey. Okay? So I've been tired. And because I've been working harder in the gym, I've had mixed emotions. I have really liked the results that I've seen, but also like, damn, the work. Like, the work it takes to get these results is like, oh my God. Um, but I decided, hey JG, I decided I am not going to be taking a break, and I will tell you why. Even though 75 hard is ending. Sweet Tea says, you gotta take a break when it's over. Um, Tell me what you mean by break before I say no. Before I say no, tell me what you mean by break. Now, I, as far as like before 75 hard is over, I'm not taking no breaks. Like, I did this the last time I was on 75 hard. I decided to stop in the middle of the challenge and take a break, and I regretted it. I regretted it. I regretted it because I wasn't prepared for what was on the other side of, like, giving up all of that discipline. I hadn't really put much thought into it. I had like a lackadaisical plan of like, yeah, I'll just keep doing certain aspects of the challenge because it worked for me. But it's like, slowly but surely those things started to slip away. And before you knew it, or before I knew it, I was in these streets acting a donkey, and I didn't like the way that it made me feel. So I will not make that mistake a second time. For one, I am 100% going to finish the challenge. But two, I realize I have to have a plan for what's going to happen to keep me on track after the challenge as well. Now, I talked about before how maintenance is nowhere in sight. It's not. And maybe I don't even know if I even explained that right, because I hadn't really completely formulated a thought behind it. But I have since thought about why maintenance is nowhere in sight for me, because getting to 100 pounds down is not the end of my journey. So losing the additional 3 pounds or the end of 75 hard is not the end of my weight loss. It's just not. For the longest time, outside of the 100-pound down goal of 142, I said I don't really have a goal beyond that. Like I'll know when I'm ready to stop losing. Well, that's changed. That's changed. I have decided I am going to keep losing. I have decided that I am still, I mean, I'm vain. That's just what it is. I have decided I am still chasing an aesthetic. And it's not, but it's not just that though. Like it's not just the aesthetic. It's how I physically feel as well. I don't like the way a lack of exercise makes me feel. So why would I take a break from it? There is no break from exercise. Like my version of a, or the closest thing I get to a break is either active recovery or taking more time to sleep in like I did yesterday, right? I went to the gym really early on Wednesday. So Thursday, I didn't get up as early to go work out. I made sure to get some extra sleep so that I can prioritize recovering. But that's about it. Like there's no break from exercise. One, because I don't want to backslide, not just in the scale going up, but I don't want to backslide in my mobility and flexibility. It takes so much. I don't know how many of you work at desk jobs, but like if you've worked at a desk job for a decade or more, oh my God, your hips, my hips, our backs. It takes so much goddamn work to undo locked hips and locked glutes and locked this and hunched that. And it takes so much goddamn work to undo it. I don't think I'll be done for another decade. Like I've only started taking this seriously. I'm almost coming up on a year in a couple of months. And my flexibility has improved greatly, but there's so much more to go. There's so much more to go. So I can't stop. Like I can't, I can't stop working on it. My mobility, uh, my pain level, my pain, yeah, my hip pain, all of that. I can't stop the work. Like I have to keep going. That's part of the mistake that I made when I stopped 75 hard. I stopped stretching every day and I stopped walking every day, and I had to pay for it. Not as bad as it could have been, but I had to pay for it when I got back on the challenge. So I'm not really willing to give up any of that work. Hey G's, how you doing? I'm not really willing to give up any of that work, especially considering I don't just want to achieve a certain physique. I want to be able to maintain it. How else are we planning to maintain our work if you care about this kind of stuff? Like not everybody cares. But if you do care and you do achieve the physique you want, it is a never-ending process. I was telling this to Jen at the, right? I was telling this to Jen at the. I don't have a plan. I don't have a plan for maintenance. There is no maintenance for me because I don't plan to maintain my weight. Let me get caught up on your comments and then I'll explain what I mean. Thank you, Laura. Beautiful to take care of yourself. I'm on a journey. I'm changing the way I eat, walking to an exercise, making sure I get good sleep. Good. During my chores, um, walking around nature, just feeling good. That's really good, Laura. Um, why not do medium so you have the time flexibility? What do you mean? Like now? Why would I? Sweetie, come here. Come here, sweetie. Come here. Come here. Okay. Now I didn't fuss about your transition to medium. Okay. But what we not gonna do? No, I'm sorry. Because I'm already almost done. Like I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. If you listen, everybody should do what's best for them, right? But I do believe that if you commit to the hard, just finish the hard. Now, if you realize you made it like it just wasn't a good idea to commit to the hard and you switch to medium, then I think that that's fine. But I'm almost done. I have less than 4 weeks left, or I think I just got to the 4 week mark. I have 4 weeks left. It literally makes no sense to switch now. Like that would be not smart. That would not be smart for me to lighten up on the restrictions when I've already lost 10 pounds and I'm almost done. Oh, as a plan when you finish. We talked about that. We talked about that. But let me tell you something else. Well, all of you, about burnout. That is the time. Okay. What are you guys thinking about taking a break from weight loss? Just tell me that first, because I have a theory about this. Even if I concede that taking a break is not the worst thing in the world, when you decide to take that break matters quite a bit, I think. Because let me tell you, I think that quitting, not quitting, but changing, how do I want to put this? Maybe this is going to sound wrong, but pushing through burnout in this context specifically, not other contexts in life, like not your mental health and stuff like that, but physical, like pushing through physical burnout is better than not. But let me clarify what I mean. Not to the point of hurting yourself. My burnout looks like my body is sore because I increased the weight in the gym. Okay. So that means I have to go through the muscle repair process, and it's exhausting. Like it is. It makes me more tired. Um, I'm on a GLP-1, so I can't quite eat as much as I need to eat all week, but toward the end of the week I can eat more. My mood is unstable because my cycle is about to start. I'm in that phase of my cycle. Uh I'm in that part of the month where my mood is low. I'm irritable. Uh my energy is low. I'm more fatigued. I'm more bloated. Overall, I just don't feel like it. That is the worst time to throw in the towel. That is the worst time to throw in the towel. I feel like when you messed up, that would be considered a balanced life. Which part? When I messed up when? Let me know, Jen. I think let me just speak for myself because everybody's different. When I feel the most ready to throw in the towel, that's for me personally, that's the time where I have to push through. Now, if I'm feeling okay and I just decide to do something different, then I just decide to do something different. But when I'm feeling like the tank is on E, I kind of got to work around it. That doesn't necessarily mean go harder. That doesn't mean go harder. It can mean slow down, but stopping is not an option. For me, stopping is not an option when I feel like I'm about to crash and burn. Because in my mind, if I feel like I'm about to crash and burn and I don't like restart the ignition or whatever, it's gonna be harder to get out of that mental state for me. It's going to be harder for me to get out of that mental state. So let's say I wake up one day and I'm just like, I don't feel like going to the gym. I don't feel like reading. I don't feel like drinking the water. I don't feel like doing anything. I'm done with 75 hard. I just don't feel like it. It is going to be hard for me to not justify that attitude for the next 2 months. It's going to be very hard for me to feel like I should be doing anything differently other than just staying in that mode of having given up. But that's for me. So it depends on different people feel differently about taking breaks. Maybe a break is not the worst thing in the world. I don't believe in taking breaks, but if you do, maybe it shouldn't be when you feel like you're at your weakest, you know because it'll be very the challenge is, and maybe this is my 75 hard brain speaking, but the challenge should be to push through adversity. That doesn't mean harm yourself or anything like that, but it's the thing I like about 75 hard. It makes you calculate how to get around problems and obstacles. Like, how do I get around the fact that I don't feel like working out? How do I get around the fact that I have a funeral to go to? How do I get around the fact that I just don't feel like drinking a gallon of water or like whatever? Like, how do I make sure that I continue to do the things that work for me, but I'm on the verge of crashing. Like, I want to be able to push through the crash. But that's just how it works for me. I don't think that will work for everyone. Um, Sweet Tea says, I feel like, oh no, that was Jen. Sweet Tea says no breaks, consistent, but with flexibility ability in your time, incorporating rest and refeed days. Refeed days. Okay. We are talking about the 75 hard program for mental health, discipline, and weight loss. based on medical reasons, why my based on medical reason, my why will always keep me pushing forward for health, no weight loss. Yeah, I got yeah. Gee, I don't I think you came after I said the part where like um getting to 145, let's say when I reach 142, whatever, 145, 142, I'm as far as where I started from, I'm out of danger medically, right? Like I'm no longer pre-diabetic. I no longer have a dangerous amount of visceral fat. But what I'm chasing as far as an aesthetic and as far as a fitness level, a mobility level, flexibility, all of those things, yeah, contribute to health, mental health too, because that's the exercise helps with that. All of those things contribute to health, but I'm not gonna lie, I want to look a certain way. I don't have time to slow down. And the other thing is weight loss. Listen, like I said, hello, like I said, some people may feel like when things get hard, that's the time to stop. I feel the opposite. I feel like when things get hard, that is the worst time to stop. But maybe I'm delusional. Maybe I'm a psychopath. Like I really do feel like when things get hard, you don't you don't just drop what you're doing, right? Because we could I think there's a little bit of a bias around weight loss when we think about this, but when we think about it in other ways, like when things get hard at work, do you quit your job? When things get hard with your kids, do you put them up for adoption? It seems like I'm being ridiculous, right? But think about it. Like when things get hard with your health, do you just throw in the towel? Being obese is hard. Okay, so things get hard with your health. Being type 2 diabetic is hard. So things get hard with your health. Do you then say like, oh well, it's like it's just hard? Like no, you do something that helps you with whatever is hard at that moment. Like you still gotta do something anyway. We say exercise is hard, but do you just not do it because it's hard? Medium isn't a drop. That's not quitting. It's changing the strategy. I'm not I'm not arguing with you, sweetie. That's not what I want. That's all I'm saying. That's not what I want. Right. So I'm finishing out 75 hard. What I do after that, we already talked about possibly switching to a medium or a medium or a 75 something or other or whatever, right? Taking the principles that I learned from 75 hard and just, yes, tailoring it more to my life. We have already talked about that. So, yes, that is roughly the plan. I haven't really worked it out, but yes, that's roughly the plan. What I'm not willing to do is stop what I'm doing and do something different. That makes no sense to me. For me, though, in my life, that literally makes no sense. I'm not gonna stop what's working and do something different. Like that doesn't make any sense. Um, you know she's stubborn, sweet tea. Jen, how are you going to take sweet tea science when you are the one that said switching to medium and I agree with you? That's crazy. That's crazy. You good, sweet tea. But I was just clarifying that I'm not willing to stop what I'm doing now and switch. But once I'm done, that's a different story. I Y'all don't give me no credit. I can literally listen to what y'all are saying and it would still be, but she don't listen. She hard headed. So you know what? I may as well just not listen. Like, fuck it. I'm doing 75 extra hard. Matter of fact, I'm going to do 95 extra hard. Matter of fact, for the end of the year, I don't want to hear no excuses, no exceptions. Everybody's doing 75 hard. How about that? 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 G says, at some point, for some more weight loss may actually contribute to feeling worse if it's too much, meaning loss of strength. You are resistance training with a trainer, but some are just eating less. What do you mean? G's. At some point, for some, more weight loss may actually contribute to feeling worse if it's too much. I hear you. I think I am just not on the too much weight loss train. I know it exists, but I don't walk around seeing people losing too much weight. So, to me personally, I'm not telling nobody else how to feel about this. I try to okay, I get the too much this is why my goal weight will be a members only stream. This is why, because not because of UGs, but I'm just saying, right? This mentality of like people being afraid of the idea of too much weight loss. I understand that that's a thing that's possible. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Like, other than celebrities, people want to use celebrities and influencers as the examples. I am not a role model to nobody. I am not anybody's example for anything in life. I am me. So whatever people choose to do, if they are inspired, that's wonderful. But at the end of the day, people have to do what's best for them, right? So let me address the point about too much weight loss. I get it. I just don't spend a lot of time on that topic, actually any time at all, other than when somebody brings it up. Because to me, it's like we have more issues with people not losing enough weight or not losing weight at all. I'm not concerned with people losing too much weight. I'm just not. I'm just not. Okay, I got you, G's. Remember when she wouldn't walk or drink water? Y'all gonna stop lying on my name. I was Sweetie. Sweetie. Y'all gonna stop lying on me. Because Sweetie, did you not just say you quit 70, not quit, but adjusted your challenge because you couldn't drink plain water? Now, Sweetie, now don't leave the chat, Sweetie. You took it there, so I'm going there. It wasn't that I wasn't drinking water. I just didn't want to. I thought a gallon was ridiculous. Sweetie was right. I did. I did think a gallon was ridiculous. And I will put electrolytes in my water, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I got on 75 hard, and now I have to drink a gallon of regular water, and I gotta walk. Okay, so Sweet Tea and Jim was right, but Sweet Tea though, the girl, not just you. It's a few of y'all that mentioned this. The girls can't get down with plain water. The girls can't get down. Hey, Shonda, the girls can't get down with plain water. So don't stop bringing up old shit, Sweet Tea. I have grown. Let me grow. Let me grow, Sweet Tea and Jennifer. And to be honest with you, I do like the gallon of water. I do like that, but I don't like the walking. I don't like it, y'all. But I have to. But I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, when you slipped up and have fried food, that's a balanced life. We eat fried food sometimes, not every day. Jen, I heart you. You are the big sister I've always wanted in my life. Well, I have sisters, but you are the big sister that will like outwardly tell me that like that don't make no sense. But I am also the little sister that will say it's not supposed to make sense to you. So there is no such thing. Let's say challenge aside, right? Maybe this will clear it up. There's no 75 hard challenge. I don't think there is a such thing as slipping or cheating. Does that help? I think this is what Jen is talking about. Outside of a 75 hard challenge, Venetian 30, whatever challenge you commit to, right? Outside of that, I don't think there is a such thing as falling off the wagon, cheating, slipping, making a mistake. Oops, I slipped up in. No, I do think there is a thing as overindulgent or being too sedentary. I do believe in that. So if you're not doing a challenge, I think it's fine to eat whatever you want to eat. Some people will say in moderation. Um, I say it depends on what your objective is. If your objective is weight loss, I think that moderation can be a trap. If you're already in maintenance, we have to do another stream how the maintenance and the still losing girlies and guys think they're the same group of people. They are not. They're not the same group of people. So the people that are still losing weight, you don't get to play by the rules of the people already in maintenance. So Jen, as a person that's already in maintenance, gets to say it's just a little fried chicken. But somebody like me and Delilah that's still trying to get skinty, it's not just a little fried chicken to us, and to some of us that have suffered from not being able to control certain food groups that we eat. Where Jen may call that balance, we call that a trap. We're not the same group of people. We're not. So I understand. I understand how sometimes the maintenance girlies be like, everything in moderation. Oh, it's just about balance. Oh, it's just about this. Listen, if that worked for you to get that weight off, that is wonderful. That is wonderful. For me, all that has led to is setbacks and delays. I don't play them games. I don't play them games. Okay. So everybody should do what's best for them. But I do believe in balance, but I also believe in being unbalanced, right? Depending on what your objective is. So if your objective is to lose weight and you already struggle with your eating, I do believe in an unbalanced approach, which is less indulgences and more consistency on the side of eating in a way that's going to get you to your goal. I think that constantly pushing moderation or balance for people that are actively trying to lose weight is how people end up in a trap, and then they don't see no success until they fuck around and do 75 hard, because 75 hard don't let you moderate. Okay? 75 hard don't let you moderate. 75 hard don't let you play around. There are no exceptions. So I'm not saying 75 hard is the answer for anyone or everyone. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is we're not the same. These are two different groups of people, the people that have already lost the weight and the people that are continuing to lose. And then there's a third group of people that don't want to lose no weight. So if the people that don't want to lose no weight want to talk about moderation, great. But if you're trying to actively lose weight and you know you have a problem with eating, because not everybody has a eating problem, there may be other problems. But if you know you have a problem with eating, if you know you have an addiction to sugar, if you know you can't say no to bread, if you know you got to have the fried chicken every time you pass it, no, it's not balanced. It's not fair. But what do you want? Do you want fairness or do you want results? That's how I see it. I'm not asking nobody else to see it that way. Do you want fairness or do you want results? Do you want moderation or do you want results? I listen. Do you want to lose 2 pounds per week? You want to lose a quarter pound per week? That's how I see it. That's how I see it. So when I was doing 75 hard, the only reason the fried chicken was a problem was because I committed. Not 75 hard didn't tell me I couldn't eat fried food. I committed to not eating fried food for 75 days. So if I commit to that and then I break that, that's not balance. That's me breaking my commitment. Now, outside of 75 hard, I had chicken and waffles like 3 times a week and it was delicious. It was delicious, okay? Delicious. It was amazing. I miss my chicken and waffles. I miss it so much. But during the challenge is what the challenge is. It don't have to be 75 hard. Whatever it is, whatever you commit to, that's what you're committed to. Outside of that, you can balance, you can moderate, you can do what you want to do. Um, Haley says G's has a point to be heard. If you've seen people on Ozempic, a lot of them focus too much on weight loss and not muscle building. To truth be heard, or to be honest, sorry, I'm ghetto. Truth be heard, you're still open to a lot of health problems with lack of muscle. Listen, I hear you. I just I exhausted that topic at the start of my channel. I Okay, so let me put it to you like this. I don't think you're wrong. I just kind of don't care. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I think people are aware of this and they're choosing not to weight train, right? So if because y'all say that, oh, people are choosing not to focus on the muscle. Okay, is it because of a lack of education, meaning they really don't know, so they're being done a disservice? If that's the case, okay, those people can hopefully get educated. Or are you saying they're purposefully neglecting the weight training? I think that's the majority of the people that are not seeing the maintenance of they're not able to maintain their muscle. So if they're purposely neglecting it, I don't care. I'm not gonna change what I'm saying because other people don't care about their muscle. Does that make sense? Jen said, now we lying. Shut up, Jen. um I know I'm behind in the comments, but I don't like, does it sound mean to I don't care that other people don't want to work on their muscle. I literally don't care. So when I'm talking about, and I get that G said he's not talking about this particular audience, he's just sharing his point of view. But just to be clear, when I'm talking about my weight loss and the fact that I'm weight training, hopefully that influences some people to weight train. Hopefully. But if it doesn't, I don't give a shit. I don't care. If you want to lose all of your muscle, then lose it. I suggest you don't. But if you do and you don't care, I don't care. That's how I feel. So I speak from, I speak to people that, one, care what I have to say. And I try to speak from kind of the information that I have and what I've experienced. And from what the information that I have, you should work out your muscles whether you're on Ozempic or not. If you don't work out on Ozempic or a GLP-1, you're at more of a disadvantage. And if people want to live that way, then they just do. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not going to stop talking about weight loss because I have to be fearful Not that anybody is suggesting this, but to be clear, I'm not going to stop emphasizing weight loss because people are fearful of others going too far. I don't care. It's not that I don't care about them, it's that they don't care. If they don't care about losing too much weight or if they don't care about not having muscle, I don't care. It is what it is. It is what it is. Remember the mocha? Oh damn! I was gonna say I got a mocha choker right here. I don't. Remember the mocha choker? Hi, sweetie. I mean, not sweetie. Delilah, Delulu, Delili. Yes, it's a very important part of the conversation. There's content creator currently 97 pounds using analog scale. That don't have nothing to do with me, G's. That's a part, that's an important part of y'all conversation. I don't give a shit. You know why? Because I don't watch GLP-1 content. I don't. And I'm not, listen, I don't feel like all of us as content creators are responsible for all of the information in the space at once. Different people listen to different people, okay? People listen to different people. The people that listen to me will always hear me emphasize the importance of muscle. I'm not responsible for the people that listen to a channel that I ain't never heard of. If you are listening to a content creator that's 97 pounds, very little muscle, what I can't do nothing about that. Like I don't care. I literally don't care. I don't care. She's older, has never touched weight, and she's using multiple peptides. Go tell her to stop doing that then. Go tell her to stop doing that. Hey Kim. That's why I tend not to talk about maintenance. I always say I'm living like a feral cat out here in these streets. Oh, what maintenance? Did I clarify that? There's no maintenance for me. And we're gonna talk about this in the members only stream because um I don't listen. We're gonna talk about it. There's no maintenance for me. There's no maintenance. Like we're gonna talk about what my final, like what my actual goal weight, what my plan is. Right? There is a plan, but it doesn't involve me maintaining my weight. Like it does. Sorry, it doesn't involve me maintaining my weight. Um, and I just typically like 99% of the time, I'm perfectly fine with pushback. But this is one of those topics that it doesn't even make sense to talk about like on a public stream right away because all of the pushback is going to just lead to me saying okay but I don't care, so why, and there's no point in me having a stream where I'm constantly telling people I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. It's like, well, why did you do the stream? So for the members, if they want to watch it, they will be able to watch it and see what the plan actually is. But outside of that, like I don't need to be, listen, I tell y'all my goal, I'ma hear y'all gonna send, listen, y'all gonna start sending the people to my house like she needs assistance. No, I don't. No, I don't. I'ma scare a lot of people if I tell them what my goal is. And I think it's because people overthink. People react without really considering what's dangerous and what's not. So I rather scare, I don't know how many members I got, but I rather scare 20 people instead of 200. I don't have time for that. Um uh you have influenced me to weight train. I do home kettlebells. Jenitha, that is like the best news I've gotten all 2020. No, okay, that's the second time you've given me the best news of 2026. Like it's the girls doing 75 hard, medium, and soft, and it's Jenitha wanting to weight train. So Sweet Tea, Kim, Jenitha, and Shawnee, y'all have given me the best news of 2026. We got the girls doing medium and soft, and Jen wants to weight train. Proud of it. You have influenced me to do 75 medium. I lost 11.4 pounds in a month. Excuse me, Skin TT. Skin TT. I'm so happy that you felt influenced, and I hope the scale continues to drop. It needs to drop so low that G's gets afraid. Okay? G's become scared. We need to drop the scale so low that G's gets, like G's has a PSA stream talking about how all of the Venetians and turtles have lost too much weight. Yeah. A lot of us have went from one extreme to one ex- a lot of us have went from one extreme overeating to undereating. Maybe they will catch up. Um I don't know if it's a, like I said, if it's an education thing, then I understand. I think that people should talk about that. I'm just not the person to talk about it. I'm not. I am the weight training person, but I'm not the you must work out on Ozempic person or GLP-1 person because people are not going to listen. They're not going to listen. And I learned that earlier on in my channel. Like people will poo-poo that. So I'm listen, I talk to the people, well, I talk to everybody really, and hopefully maybe it'll rub off on some people. But like it's not that I don't think it's important. It's just that I'm kind of aware of what that being one of the things that like people just won't listen. They just won't listen. I, I don't know. Haley says people get scared of my weight loss goals as well. Everyone will always say that you don't need to lose any weight until you lose the weight, and then they are all about complimenting your new look. Sweet Tea looks so happy. She does. She's glowing, and now she has Skims, so she's unstoppable. I was side eyeing Sweet Tea a little bit when she said, "I'm stopping 75 hard because the plain water is getting to me." I was like, but I am a I already took my week off from fussing, so I couldn't fuss. Well, Sweetie just said I could fuss at her. She'll happily take it. But I couldn't fuss at her after taking a week off from fussing. So I'm like, all right, if you're gonna do medium, commit to it. Like, whatever works for you, as long as the scale keeps dropping. And I told her if the scale stops moving, you took a wrong turn somewhere. Okay. Y'all know y'all not gonna go that low because no matter what y'all say, I think common sense will take over. That's what I'm saying, G's. That's why I was joking about that because I do think more people than not. Maybe I'm in an echo chamber because I don't know of any underweight people that listen to me. If they did say they were underweight, then I would suggest that they reconsider and talk with and work with their doctor and reconsider, some weight training and stuff like that. So maybe I'm in a bit of a bubble because I don't know them people. I know they exist, but I also know they don't want to listen. So I'm kind of just okay with leaving them behind. Does that sound mean? Like I'm okay. I don't want them to be that way. I don't want them to be left alone behind. But I also feel that way about people that say they don't want to lose weight at all. I'm leaving those people behind. I don't want them. I don't want to. I want them to come on. Like, come on. You don't got to do it the GLP-1 way, but like, come on. But if they don't want to come, they don't want to come. So, about the weight training and losing muscle. I mean, I wasn't perfect when I first started out on the GLP-1. Like I started and stopped my weight training. I always knew the importance, but I wasn't consistent until my second year. So like Jen said, maybe hopefully they will catch up. Like it's not the end of the world. They could always put the weight on if they want to. They could always start the weight training. Like it's never too late unless you injure yourself because you didn't have muscle or you didn't have enough muscle or something like that. So uh yeah, yeah. That water is my joy, but go ahead and fuss. People do listen though. Sweet Tea, listen to you. Um, I guess that's a good point, but I feel like I got lucky with Sweet Tea and I feel like I got lucky because I mean the entire first year of my chat, well, not the whole entire first year because I wasn't live the entire first year, but the entire like first year of me going live, like for a year and a half, Jim wasn't trying to hear nothing about no weights. So I don't know at what point the change happened for her. I would love to know, but I'm so proud of that. I wasn't about to keep beating her over the head with you gotta weight train. The more you tell people they have to do something, the less likely they are to do it. So like I think with now I'm gonna put Sweet Tea and Jen on the spot since I've been bothering them the whole day or the whole stream. But so for example, with Sweet Tea, I think me not telling people to do 75 hard is what encouraged her. Like me doing it, seeing results, also my cousin probably. Me doing it, seeing results, me sticking to it, and me not trying to force it on other people. Like, oh my God, this is so great. This is why you have to do it. I think that kind of maybe inspired her. I don't know. She could let me know like what did it for her with the 75 hard. And then Jen with the weight training, I have no fucking idea. Jen just came out of nowhere talking about yeah, I gotta be more serious about the weights. And I'm like, really? Oh my gosh, really? But I don't. I don't know what changed, but I do know if I was constantly saying, you got to do it this way, you got to do it that way. Because, I mean, you know, like, I don't know. I don't know. Because, like, when I say, like, I don't believe in breaks, and it's not going to be fair when you're losing the weight. Like, you're not going to be able to do the things the maintenance girlies can do, or the people that never want to lose weight can do, or the people that have never been big in their life. You are not them. Not yet. Like, when you get to maintenance, then you can do what the maintenance girlies do, or guys. But if you're not there yet, you're not there yet. Wait your turn. Wait your turn. Wait your turn. You think G's is gonna come to Boston and get you? Jen knows my goal weight. G is going teleport to South Carolina and institutionalize me. That's why the public can't know yet. June, hello June says Sweet Tea explain why she did 75 hard and tweaked it in her last video. She also name dropped you. Thank you for the comment. I wasn't questioning why she I wasn't questioning why she changed it. I know why she changed it, because she didn't want to drink plain water. That's what she said. The other thing is, as far as like why she did it, and I know she name dropped me, but when I say, like, I don't know what was her, maybe I missed it, but I don't know what was her aha moment. Like, I know she was inspired by me doing it and me seeing success. I heard that part, but like, I've done other challenges. I've done other things. I've done other things. So people have aha moments at different points. I don't know. And when I first did 75 hard, I mean, other than Shonda, maybe Shonda's loyal, but nobody was on board for 75 hard. Nobody was on board. So I started to see a bit of a change happening in some of the people. So I'm assuming like something changed, something happened that was like, you know what, let me give this a shot. And like, I'm just saying, I don't know exactly like what point that was, because I've been attempting 75 hard since like April. I did it over and over again since April. It was at the program gives mental discipline, not just weight loss. And I know I need to think differently to make this a permanent thing for my life. Yeah, the thinking, the thinking. Say that 10 times fast, 5 times fast, 3 times fast. I don't know. I can't even. The thinking differently is a tough one for people. I know we say it, but in practice, people are not ready. People are not ready. People are not ready. I know we say, "Oh, you got to change your mindset and you got to change your attitude," and people are not serious. People are not serious because, again, like I said 2 videos ago, I don't know what some of y'all are on. Don't, it's never personal, but just in general, and I mean like channel holders or just whoever's listening. I don't know what some of y'all be on with birthday breaks and summer breaks and Christmas breaks. And I cannot wait for Halloween. Do you hear me? I can't wait. I can't wait for the regular people, and I can't wait for the GLP-1 crowd, the content. I can't wait. I can't wait for the holidays to hear all of the excuses that people start making. I can't wait. So I'm kind of like, I'm on the sorry if it's loud, yeah. I'm sorry. Somebody's like mowing grass or something. I'm on the end of the spectrum that's like, I've accepted that this is not going to be fair, like what people call fair. But I'm going to have a better body than a lot of people. I'm going to have better health than a lot of people. I'm going to have better energy and a better attitude and better confidence than a lot of people, because I'm willing to do things that other people consider not to be fair. Hopefully they find success where they find it. I don't, nobody has to do it my way. Good morning, Pam. People listen to me for sure. I had 3 people told me in a 6-month span I influenced them and gave them examples. I detailed in my last video. Jen watched it. Um, okay, so maybe I need to change my verbiage when I say people don't listen. People that are happy with the way that they're doing things, they're the ones that don't listen. So it's not that, maybe I shouldn't say people don't listen, but I'm specifically talking about, I'm not, I don't think that a person that's on Ozempic or Zepbound or a GLP-1, whatever, a weight loss journey, whatever, whatever. I don't think, like, if they're not into weight training, right? Could I influence them to be? Possibly. But if they've already seen successful weight loss without weight training, that's an uphill battle to convince them that the weights are important. And I think maybe seeing it on me is helpful. Maybe seeing it. Because there's one thing to say it while I'm still 180, 200 pounds and you can't really see the definition. But as I lose the weight and you see the muscle, maybe that's enough for some people. Like I'm a big advocate. I think we should do this weekend of progress photos because I feel like you have to give people something to, not that they want to look like, not that they can look like you, but people have to be able to open their mind a little bit to what's possible. I think. I think without being afraid that they're gonna like fall off a cliff. Hi Tamika. Hey Shawnee girl. I didn't realize you're on live. Your cadence and speech is very camera friendly. Thank you. It's much different when I'm live versus in a video. It's very hard for me to do a pre-recorded video. That's why I don't do them as often anymore. It's very hard. But thank you. I got a lady's husband to drop 2 shirt sizes, another guy my age to get a colonoscopy, and another lady finally went to the doctor, found out she was diabetic, and started Manjaro 3 weeks ago. I think that that's wonderful. Um, I don't. If I okay, what I was about to say was going to sound like I'm being willfully obtuse, and I'm not. Because I was about to say like, so what point are you making? But I understand the point is we have influence, right? I think I do I do sometimes miss that people could be influenced because I'm just out here yapping and telling my story and giving suggestions and telling people they back's big and to put down the snacks. So I guess I do forget that, oh, some people are actually gonna listen to that. But in my mind, it's the people, if anybody's gonna listen to it, it's the people that are kind of already on that path. But maybe not. Maybe there is a, you know, some crossover with the people that just refused to do those things or just wasn't willing to consider those things before. So maybe. Um, but I guess the other point is it's a little different for me because I'm not trying to convince anybody. I'm not trying to influence anybody, although I'm willing to concede that I have influence, okay, over a very small number of people. I can influence people to do some things differently. But a lot of the times I'm just saying what I think. So uh I don't take the stance that I got someone to do something. Like you'll never hear me say I got Sweet Tea to do 75 hard or I got Jen to weight train. Even though they will say that I influenced them and I'll say, oh my God, I'm very proud. I don't take the stance that I got them to do that, although I understand that, it the inspiration comes from me. I don't know. It's I mean, they got themselves to do that. That's how I feel. Maybe they need a little bit of motivation, but I didn't make them do it. They got themselves to do it. The amount of pushback I get talking about working on your why you got fat to begin with, we have to change our thinking about ultra processed foods and trigger foods. The more the people who aren't ready, no matter what the topic, weight loss, strength training, walking, skincare. Oh, speaking of skincare, sidebar, real quick. This is supposed to be at the end of the stream. But are you ladies, because the guys probably aren't interested in this, but if you are guys, let me know. Y'all know I'm doing like a decluttering my life situation and trying to get out of debt and giving away and donating stuff. Are y'all interested in seeing my overconsumption of skincare? Because when I tell y'all it's diabolical, I'm talking dozens of products, maybe very easily over 30 products. And I was going to, I guess it's not unboxing them because I don't have them in boxes anymore. But like, are you guys interested in seeing like a year's worth of skincare? It will be very therapeutic for me. We can talk about that at the end. None of that was on YouTube. It was in my real life in person. They were on GLP. I think that's great. Like, Shonda said nope. it's a rhetorical question because I'm going to show you guys anyway. But anyway, I'm 100% going to show you. Uh, but I mean, I think that that's wonderful. Like I try to inspire the people in my life to lose weight and take their health seriously. But I do think that one topic that comes up too much for me, not anywhere else. One topic that comes up too much for me whenever I want to talk about continuing to lose weight is losing too much weight. I'm not interested in that topic because I don't believe in that. If you are open to me telling you all of the skincare that you shouldn't use and or get rid of, oh my God, this is not a safe space. Oh, that's why my clavicles are covered because this is not, I wasn't prepared for that answer, sweet tea. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, wait. No, this is okay. We'll talk about it at the end. Oh God. What? Throw it away. I mean, okay, no, the agreement is to not buy more, even though I have some stuff that I already recently bought. I'm done. I'm not buying nothing else. So the plan is to show you guys where I'm at and go through all of the stuff that I have. You want me to throw stuff away? Okay. I'll let me think about it. Let me think about it. Okay, so let me let me finish up with the taking a break. Okay. So I've been feeling overwhelmed, but I'm not going to be taking a break because I've set a new goal for myself. I will be doing a stream for the members on what that goal is, why I picked that goal, and what I plan to do when I get there because it still won't be maintenance. I have no plan for maintenance because I have no plan to maintain my weight. I have no plan for maintenance because I have no plan to maintain my weight. So I will be finishing up 75 hard. I am going to continue with 4 days of weight training, even though I have dropped the weight. So I'm not working on, like, look how big my shoulders are. I'm not working on volume anymore, but I am working on maintaining my muscle and staying strong. Uh, for now, for now, that will come back. Like lifting heavy for growth will come back later when I get to my goal weight. But other than that, I'm just a little I'm just a little tired of being sore and I'm tired of paying for Zepbound, y'all. So let me tell y'all about that. Don't start yelling at me. I don't care. Whatever. Don't start yelling at me. I am, because I'm working to clean up my finances, I believe that not only should you be getting your body and your mind right, if you're spiritual, that too, get your spirit right, but you should be getting your money right too. And that's not what this channel is about. But we will be talking about that, and I will be uploading the content to a separate channel. So, with that being said, I have been working on reducing my spending, creating a budget that I'll be following for the next at least year. And a huge portion of my budget right now is paying off debt and paying for Zepbound. Lord Jesus. Oh, I'm so sick of paying for Zepbound. I am sick of it. I know. We are Zepbound lifers. We will do whatever it takes to have Zepbound in our lives. But I've been tired of paying for Zepbound. Like, I am sick of paying for it. I'm tired. I haven't been willing to do anything about that because I don't want to switch the compound. And I haven't been willing to stop because I'm still losing weight. However, let me tell y'all something. And I will explain more of this in the members only stream. When I get to my goal weight that I'm assuming is my goal, I might be cycling off of Zepbound for 6 months. I might be cycling off. The reason that I picked cycling off is because that was something I was interested in from the start of my journey. I don't know why, with every other medication in the history of ever, other than GLP-1s, we talk about tolerance and uh, receptor sensitivity. For some reason, the tolerance conversation is not in the GLP-1 community at all. Like, nobody talks about what happens when, even if you're at the highest dose, it is just not working for you anymore. Like, I listen, maybe Zepbound just hasn't been out long enough for us to have this data. And I get that. I think the plan is for higher doses, allegedly. I don't know. You guys let me know. But like, you can't just increase doses forever. That's for one. So ideally, you want to get to your goal weight, if possible, before running out of doses, or lose as much weight possible, and then try to add in another method or something like that. But I mean, at some point, like your receptors just get used to the dosage, right? So the idea is to continue to titrate up. But like if I'm at my goal weight, I'm not titrate up for what? For food noise? No, I need a different plan. I'm not titrating up if I'm at my goal weight. Like I'm not doing that. Especially if I'm trying to put on muscle. I am not going to be reducing my appetite further if I'm done losing weight. I'm not doing it. Okay. So we know there are benefits to Zepbound other than weight loss, right? There's inflammation, there's the food noise, there's the blood sugar control, insulin control. Like there's a number of other benefits. So I think that it's a good idea to stay on Zepbound, but like I would like to down regulate my receptors at some point. This was always a part of the plan. I just didn't I just it was kind of like we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Well, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost at a point where I'm not going to need to lose any more weight, and 10 milligram is barely hanging on as far as effectiveness for me. If I need to titrate up to continue to lose, I'm willing to do that. But then what? Like, let's say I stay on a 15 milligram for another year and it just doesn't work as well. I'm not going up again. I'm not doing that. So my plan, not telling anybody else to do this, is to cycle off of Zepbound for 6 months. One, it will relieve some financial pressure because good goddamn $450 a month. That's first of all. But second of all, it will allow my receptors time to downregulate, which means smaller doses will work for me again. That's the plan. However, the caveat to that is I do plan to regain weight in that 6 months. So I could see why a person that doesn't want to regain any weight would be like, no, that's not going to work for me. I get that. But I plan to put weight on in that 6 months, whether I'm off a Zepbound or not. Like that's a part of this is why I don't have a maintenance plan, because I plan to get to my goal and then regain weight. I don't feel like talking about that now. We'll talk about it in the members only stream. So because I plan to regain weight anyway, I'm not going to need my Zepbound. Now, I don't plan to regain weight to 250, 240 pounds. No. But my plan is to titrate off with the help of a doctor, stay off of it for 6 months, maybe 4, 6 months, something like that, and then get back on. And that's my plan. That's my plan. Um, I gained 16 pounds. I'm getting back on track. Shonda, okay, Shonda, that weight can come back fast when you stop a GLP-1. I get it. I understand. But that's also that right there is also why I don't get into the back and forths about losing too much weight, because for some people, they lose access to the medication and they haven't lost enough weight and now they're back up 15, 20 pounds. You know what I mean? So it's like Jen Jen was actually at a lower weight than she wanted to be, and then dropped her dose and regained weight. So for her, it felt more like, luckily I was at a lower weight. I don't know. Do what works for you, but I have a plan to lose and then regain. So while I'm going through all of that, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I plan to cycle off for 6 months, and I don't plan to stop cold turkey. I'm gonna see how my doctor feels about working with me to titrate off. Once you get to your goal, you can go every 3 months off and on. I haven't heard about that. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna commit to a full 6 months, but that's what I was thinking, because I'll have FSA to pay for the first six, and then I can cycle off for six until my FSA replenishes. Um, our body Ooh, my face is sweating. Our body needs a reset at some point, is what I strongly believe in. Um, yeah, but also like it's like with any other medication, this is talked about. Like tolerance is talked about with any other medication. With your receptors being stimulated, like the more you stimulate them, and for the longer you stimulate them, the less they respond. That's the whole point. You need higher doses of Zepbound in the first place. Like that's part, not the whole point, but that's part of the reason you need higher doses in the first place, because what Zepbound does is it's over it's it's overstimulating, right? To get us the effect that we're looking for. It's overstimulating. If we went with our natural levels of GLP and GIP, we'd still be big as hell, probably. Some of us. So we crank up the stimulation or whatever. But at some point, you gotta give. Listen, I'm not a doctor. This is just what I feel based on what I understand about tolerance. At some point, you have to give your receptors a break so that they can down regulate and you can. It's okay. Put it to you like this. It's kind of like with drugs, right? Let's say cocaine. You use cocaine, you get that first high, and over time your receptors get used to a certain amount, so it takes more and more and more and more to get the same result, right? But then when a person goes into recovery and they come off, and let's say god forbid they relapse, if they try to go back to that last amount that they left off from, they overdose and pass away. You know what I mean? Because their receptors regain some sensitivity, so they can't tolerate the amount that they were last using. Why do we not apply this logic to GLP-1s? And when I say we, I don't mean the patients. I mean the doctors and Eli Lilly. I'm not sure why this is not a part of the conversation, or if it is, I just haven't heard it yet. The only person I've heard mention this is Dr. Tina Moore. But other than that, I haven't heard of a plan to work that out. I haven't heard like Eli Lilly talk about it. So I'm just like, I get being on Zepbound in some capacity for life, but like you can't just titrate up forever. So what is the plan? Like eventually the highest dose will stop working eventually. So what's the plan? Like, is the plan to just switch to another medication? I don't know. I don't know, but that's my plan. Will it work? I don't know. We're gonna see. One of my doctors told me when I get to my goal weight, cycle off and use as needed. Oh, really? I haven't heard that yet, Jen. Jen is like, no, I'm not doing that. But I haven't heard that yet. I stopped doing what I trained myself to do. Yeah, that happens, Shonda. It's hard. It's exhausting. This is forever. This is why I don't believe in breaks. There's no break. It take work to look this good. I look a little right now, but if you know, you know. If you take 6 months off, when you get back on, you have to start all the way back at the 2.5. That's the point. Hey, Craig, how you doing? That's the point. The point isn't to restart at the 10. The point is to start from the top and maybe not have to cycle up to the 10 because I'm not losing weight anymore. So that's the plan. I got real busy this month. I stopped my long walking, wasn't fasting, stopped my old mat, drink enough water. Don't ask me about my sleep schedule. I take full responsibility for my lack of self-control. There's a number of things going on there, and it's hard to pull on all those threads at once and get them where you want them, Shonda. So don't be so hard on yourself. Just be aware. You know what I mean? We don't need to beat ourselves up, but we need to be aware that the life of being sedentary is over. It's gone. Your life before weight loss is gone. It is gone. And it's okay for it to be gone because that life is how you got big in the first place. That's how I feel. Now, if somebody feels differently, let me know. But the way that I look at it is, it's a harsh reality. It's a very, very harsh reality. It's a tough thing to accept. But your life before weight loss is gone. That person, nah, I ain't gonna say that person is gone. That person is still in there waiting to come back out and do her big one. That person is inside waiting to do their big one and make you a big back again. Don't let her out. That doesn't mean live a life of restriction. Okay. I think we get confused that when I'm talking to people that are trying to actively lose weight, because I'm actively trying to lose weight. I mean, I'm talking to everybody, but I'm speaking from the perspective of a person that's trying to actively lose weight. People that either don't have to lose weight because they never had to lose weight, or they already lost their weight, or they don't want to lose weight, feel like I'm talking to everybody. When I talk about restriction, I'm not talking about people that are already where they want to be in life. I'm not talking to y'all. Y'all just here to listen. I'm still trying to lose weight, so I speak from the perspective of a person that can't do what everybody else does. I never went on GLP-1s, but when I first started losing weight, I did like a full 6 months of lower fat and no added sugars. It made a lot of ultra processed foods. I used to like feel really bad to eat. Mm. Big facts. I still move my body. It's just not enough. I still get my 10K steps. It's just not where I need to be. Hungry, hungry hippo. I love it back on the side. I'm just saying, like, That life gone. That hungry hippo life is gone. And it's a harsh reality to face because people are so worried about the fear of missing out. People want it all. People want to be able to eat whatever they want and have a banging ass body and health profile. Maybe if you're 20, I don't know. Like if you're 30 and older, I don't know what to say. I don't it's not fair. I know it's not fair. Whoever said is what whoever said it was. I accept the fact that I live an unbalanced life to see success. If balance works better for you and you still see the success you want, then do that. Do whatever works for you. Balance don't work for me. Balance, my version of balance is like, no, it's not. There's no version of balance because I'm not like if I was trying to keep my weight stable, then it would balance would make sense. I'm not trying to keep my weight stable. I am trying to lose weight. So yes, it is an unbalanced scale. It's unbalanced. It just is. It just is. And you know what? When I'm done losing weight, you know what the scale is gonna do? It's gonna go like that. So this is my life forever now. Just like this. Not gain 30 pounds, lose 20. Gain 40 pounds, lose 10. Not that. And not just, gaining and losing zero and just holding 130 steadily. And sometimes, I eat out 3 times a week and I cook the other parts and I have cake and I take birthday months and I take summers off and no, no, no. I'm not here with it. I'm kind of like this. Does that make sense? If you need a visualization, I'm kind of like this. That's the best way. That's the best way I can explain it. How much more weight do you want to lose and gain back? I'd tell you, but I'd have to kill you. Hey, Miss Tika. I'd tell you, but I'd have to kill you. I see it like this. I want that old person to be gone. I hear that. Why would I want to tiptoe into the same old shit that made me 500 pounds again? It was not worth it. That person is gone. Like, I don't know. Like, when I say that person is gone, I mean, like, they're hiding inside. But I do believe that life is like, you have to commit to that life being gone. Um, Balance is so tasty, though. I know. I know. But again, I'm only talking to the people that like as far as the balance part, I'm only talking to the people that are still trying to lose weight. Once you're done losing weight, if balance works for you, that's great. I don't know how you balance your way into weight loss. Like I don't it takes too much time. It takes too much time. Like it takes too much time to constantly be trying to incorporate little dumb shit that gets in the way. I don't have time for that. Granted, I still eat sugar. I don't eat as much sugar as I used to eat. I still eat bread. I don't eat as much bread as I used to eat. I still eat out. I don't eat out nearly as much as I used to. And Jen took mocha chocos out of my life because she hates me. So there's no balance. If balance was real, Jen would let me have mocha chocos. There's no balance. Balance is not real. It doesn't exist. Not for me. Not for me though. Not for me. Y'all, I don't want to take balance away from y'all. But I say when you're trying to get the weight off, get it off. Be serious. Get it off. Because this shit is tiring. It's too tiring for it to be like trickling off. For example, people get on me sometimes about not really taking like not giving enough credence to slow weight loss. As if I'm saying like as if I have something against delayed gratification. No, I have something against playing around and this shit being too hard to be playing around. That's what it is. Hey Mario, that's what it is. I don't have anything against like like it's not that I'm saying oh you got to have it now. You got to have fast results. No. What I'm saying is sometimes we get too comfortable with a snail's pace. Like sometimes we get just a little too comfortable with a just a trickle like listen, I don't know. I know people be getting on me and feel like I'm not being sensitive enough to slow weight loss. But like I think some people that lose weight slower than they would like are just They're not serious enough, for one, and they are overly focused on people that lose weight faster instead of trying to consider, well, why are they losing weight faster? It's okay, is it their genetics? Sure, but it's not just their genetics. Like, some people are just working harder than you. Like, I don't know what to say. I'm running errands and listening. This is why I love it here. We too nice and comfy in the overall community. I only have positive vibes because I took my week off. I was annoyed before I took my week off. Okay, Shonda. But yeah, like it's not that I'm not empathetic to how frustrating weight loss can be. It's exactly the opposite. Because I'm empathetic to how frustrating and how hard this process could be, my stance is stop playing around. Stop playing around. Stop taking breaks. Stop having cheat meals. Stop snacking. Like, nobody's perfect. Nobody's going to do that 100%, right? Not even me. But the principle, that principle needs to be there so that when you are doing those things, you know the reason why you're not seeing results. Like, when my sugar intake creeps up because I'm having mocha chokers behind Jen's back, I know why. I know what I know why I don't get into. Oh, I don't know why I'm losing weight, and I just don't. It's the mocha chokers. This is what I get for sneaking around, trying to have a mocha choker. Why Jen is not looking? Like, this is why. This is why. Or when my skin dries up because I'm not drinking enough water, I don't pretend I don't know what went. I know what went wrong. I know. Positive vibe is giving skinny clavicle vibes. People want to celebrate every little pound instead of really committing to the plan. Like, I agree. I don't see anything wrong with celebrating, but you know what it is, Mario? Like, it's not the celebrating that gets me. It's not the celebrating every little pound that gets me. It's okay that I only lost half a pound in a month. That's just the way my body is. No, it's not. I'm sorry. Like, no, it is not. That is just no, 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 no. Are there some exceptions? Yes. But in the grand scheme, no. Like, I think the praise and the celebration gets a little ridiculous. I'm not saying people don't deserve to celebrate themselves. Sure. But like, and maybe y'all can blame Dr. Now for this. This is his attitude. He will tell a 600-pound person, he will give them a plan. He will say, at your weight, you can lose 50 pounds per month. I'm giving you a goal of 30 pounds per month for 2 months. So when you come back to me, I expect you to be 60 pounds lighter. Some of the people, a lot of them, will go back to that man, travel across the country, struggling, and go back to that man and have only lost 3 pounds in 2 months at 600 pounds. You can blink and lose 20 pounds when you're 600 pounds. You could blink and lose that in a week, 2 weeks. So when they come back to him and they've only lost 3 pounds and they say, wow, at least I lost something. Doctor Now don't look at them and be like, you know what? You gave it a go. You gave it a try. He's like, you didn't even try. Like, you didn't even try. At your weight, you could have lost easily 100 pounds in 2 months, or 80 pounds in 2 months. I only gave you 60 pounds and you want to celebrate 3 pounds. That is not a celebration. And they'll be like, well, Doctor Now, but it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. And he's like, that's basically the same thing as nothing. Like, I don't know what you think this is. That's basically the same thing as nothing. So maybe y'all can blame Dr. Now for my attitude. All of this is relative. A 600-pound person losing 3 pounds in 2 months is negligible. That's basically zero. You did not try. In fact, you're still eating the way that you've been eating. You probably just didn't eat dinner last night because you knew you was coming into the office. That's probably where that 3 pounds was from. You probably took a nice bowel movement this morning, and that's where that 3 pounds came from. Okay? So when you're not 600 pounds, but you're 250 pounds, and you're only losing half a pound a month, it's like people don't want to tell the truth about that. That's not just, oh, that's my body. No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh, well, Zepbound just doesn't work as well for me. No. Now, if you only have 10 pounds to lose and you lose half a pound in a month, that seems more realistic. If your ideal weight is 130 and you're 138 or 140, you lose half a pound in a month, that might be a big deal. But when you're 250 pounds, 300 pounds, that is, I'm not trying to take away. I'm just trying to be very clear that sometimes we get a little too comfortable with, oh, but at least, do better than at least. I'm sorry. Like, do better than, oh, but at least. No, no, no. I don't have time for that. I think there's a fine line between slow and steady and just not doing what you're supposed to do and actually be honest with yourself and why you're losing at that rate. I don't think it's a fine line. I think it's a huge canyon between slow and steady and you're just not doing what you're supposed to do. To me, it depends on what weight you're starting out from, where you're starting out from metabolically, of course. Like we can consider what other medications you're on and stuff like that. Because if you're on a steroid, that may make things a bit harder. So it does depend on a lot of factors. I'm just speaking in general. Apply it to yourself how you see fit, or don't apply it at all. I don't really care. But I'm speaking in general, right? Like if we're just talking about being obese and losing weight, not now, my overweight girlies, I ain't talking to y'all. Like y'all do what y'all do. But being obese, especially like clinically obese, like, yeah, no, like half a pound, that ain't gonna do it. So some people may consider, like, oh, I'm 300 pounds, I lose half a pound a month. That's slow and steady. No, it's not. That's not slow and steady. That's just slow for no reason at all. That's just slow. Nerd says, for some people who lose weight slow, it's their genetics, it's their inability to move due to impairments, and potentially them not wanting to overdo diet and exercise. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of excuses, nerd. I hear you. I hear you. See, like, I know what I'm about to say is gonna sound extreme. I understand that. But we are always trying to focus on exceptions for the masses. I'm not doing that with y'all. I'm not. I'm not. You could give 50, 11,000 excuses. Oh, it's the hormones, it's the genetics, it's their height, it's their age, it's their great. Okay. Well, then I'm not talking about them. Now what about everybody else? Now what about everybody else? Because sometimes we can't just have a conversation in general about what applies to the masses. We got to throw in 50, 11. Oh, but they have a physical impairment. Okay. All right. I'm not saying that's not a reality. I'm saying that's not everybody. Obesity is a physical impairment. It literally is. It literally is a physical impairment. Okay. But there are people with half their limbs missing that are athletes. So listen, I'm not trying to be like, I'm not trying to be an asshole about it. I'm saying, like, let's think beyond the exceptions. Like, every time I say, to me, the bare minimum of like, do better, work a bit harder. You're not working hard enough. It's, okay, well, then stay big. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because the people that want to get it done are going to get it done, GLP-1 or not. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. The people that want to get it done, they're going to get it done. One way or another, they're going to get it done. Excuses be damned. That's all I have to say. That is all I have to say. Oh, but you're not considering if a person is in a wheelchair. Oh, but you're not considering if a person has PMOS. Oh, but you're not considering if a person is menopausal. Oh, but you're not considering their age. No, I'm considering all of it and none of it at the same time. I'm saying that yes, people have all of these things, and yet somehow some of those people are going to see success and others aren't. What's the difference? I'm not comparing myself to a person that's postmenopausal. I'm not comparing myself to them as far as hormones, but as far as behaviors, everybody's on the same playing field. As far as the habits that you choose to drop and pick up, we're all on the same playing field. We're outside of being in a coma, outside of being in a coma, everybody, everybody, maybe not everybody, okay, because then people start getting it. Okay. Most people have the ability to do some level of physical activity. And even if you didn't, most people have the ability. And I should clarify, most people that are already trying to lose weight, okay? Most people that are already trying to lose weight. Now I understand when you're talking about why people get big, why people get overweight or obese in the first place. You have to consider poverty. You have to consider education. You have to consider medications that they're on. I understand all of that. I understand. I understand that a person that is 47 living in poverty is miles apart from a person that is 47 and wealthy and has access to a home gym or a fitness club and the best food. I understand all of that. Okay. I understand all of that. I understand all of that. It's the recycling weight gain that gets me. Lose 5 pounds and gain 10 and vacation and just keep the cycle going on at the end of the year. That's why I don't believe in. I can't wait for the holidays. I was about to say that's why I don't believe in, like, what do y'all be doing on vacation? Like, who said you get to be big on vacation? Okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's the balance everybody's talking about. I don't play them games. This is why I don't play them balance games. I don't play them games. I don't. What I'm doing now, I will do on vacation. If you don't believe me, you got to go get caught up on some content. And you don't even got to look that far. I was just in Miami and I just went to a funeral. You ain't got to look that far. Like, I'm not speaking out of my ass. I don't play those I'll get back to it later games. No. No. Like, no. No. I'm not 10. You know how hard it is to lose 10 pounds? Weight in general is hard, right? It's hard because people have a bunch of different stuff going on, right? So it's hard to lose weight. Who got time to be swinging up 10 pounds for a vacation or a birthday or even for a summer? Like, if you wasn't trying to gain 10 pounds on purpose, it's a year-round process to make sure you don't gain that 10 pounds. I guess this is more for people who seem to be enjoying food and low levels of activity more than focusing on their goal as a lifestyle. I think Retta may help people burn more while doing less than they would have to do on tours. Um, how do I put this? I don't really care about Retta. Like, other than I would like to try Retta. Like, if I'm not done losing weight by the time it comes out, I would like to try a lower dose of Retta because I'm interested in the glucagon, but I'm not willing to, like, cry about it if I can't get it. Now outside of that, and I'm not willing to get it compounded. Like, if I can't get a prescription for it at a lower dose, and I mean, I'm assuming I can't because I'm assuming I can't afford it. But I don't know. We got to see what the price point is. But if I felt like I could afford it and I could get it at, like, a really low dose and I'm still losing weight, seems like a wonderful medication. I would try Retta. Um, Now, as far as allowing people to burn more at rest, I think that's the wrong attitude. But I don't care enough to, like, complain about it. Not for you, nerd. Like, you have the wrong attitude. I'm saying, like, people that, or unless you're one of the people that want to try Reddit, but people that want to be on Reddit because they want to be able to do less work. Um, I don't know what to say. Anything I say, I'm gonna sound biased. I'm gonna sound biased because I just, I don't believe in living my old life. Um, I don't believe in living my old life. So that doesn't appeal to me. Like, taking Retta and being able to live my old life, that doesn't appeal to me at all. It's a flex if you're a super responder and can take a week off and then get right back on it. I'm just engaging in the combo. I'm in maintenance on brand Zepbound. But, nerd, I don't subscribe to super and slow responders. Like, and then you did join late. But to be clear, I don't subscribe to that. I don't. What? And since you do, what is a super responder? It's a flex if you're a super responder and can take a week off and then get right back on. How is that a flex? What? First of all, what is a super responder? And what do you mean by taking a week off? Like, take a week off from taking your shot? Take a week off as in like eat whatever you want and then get right back on it? Like, you got to tell me what you mean, because I honestly don't understand. I don't I don't believe in taking time off. I don't believe in being a super responder. I don't believe in, like, Eli Lilly does have they don't have a slow responder classification. They have a non-responder classification. And a non-respond and a lot of the people that fell into the non they were a minority of people that fell into the non-responder category. And even a lot of those people caught up later in the trials. So who what group of people are we talking? Who are these slow responders? Who are they? I never thought of the Reddit thirst as because they don't want to do more. I don't know. Meaning that most people can't take that week off and get back on it. Like, it didn't make a big impact. You mean get off the medication? You would have to be extremely sensitive to the meds to be okay. But who's getting off the medication? Who's getting off the medication for a week and then getting back on? Like, first of all, if you there is no getting off for a week. If anything, you would just be extending your dose. Like, plenty of us have done that. I've gone 10 days without taking my shot. So I didn't get off for a week and then get back on. I just took longer to take my shot. Outside of that, I still don't know what you're talking about. And I really am trying to understand, but like, most people can't take that week off and get back on it. Who's trying to take a week off from Zepbound or from a GLP-1? Like, what do you? It's a weekly injection. What are we taking a week off for? That doesn't even make any sense. And why would most people need to do that? Saying that most people can't do that is pointless, because most people wouldn't need to do that. Oh, I mean extending the dose for vacation. I thought that's what you were describing. No, 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 no. I'm sorry. Let me clear it up. No. Um, but what you're talking about, one, it would depend on the person's dose. And so extending, like, to 10, some people do 14 days. That's a little too long for me. But it would depend on the person's dose, because to me, the higher the dose, the less safe it is to be extending like that, because you don't want to go through, big changes in the amount that's in your body. But no, that's not what I was talking about. I was talking when I was talking about vacation, that wasn't about the medication. That was about lifestyle. That was about decision making, right? So people take holidays, birthdays, celebrations, um, vacations, summertime, as a time to take a break from the process, not a break from the medication. I'm sorry, let me clear that up. Not a break from the medication. They use that time to take a break from the process. So the right big backery, you got it, nerd. I'm sorry, I'm the one confusing everybody. They take a break to be big, and I don't believe in that. Like, I don't believe in that. I'm taking a week to be on vacation. I'm taking the week to be on vacation. I might take 2 shots if I was going on vacation. That's what I'm saying. Like, well, I would not 2 shots. I take my Zepbound with me on vacation. I don't play them games. I don't play them games. I take my Zepbound with me, and if I'm on the cusp of coming home, like, I could just wait to get home to take my shot. I'm not even doing that. I tried that once and regretted it. I was eating pancakes like the whole last 3 days of my trip. So I made that mistake one time when I recently went to Vegas. Up until that point, I would always just take my injection with me and take it on vacation on time. But this one time, I was like, I don't want to carry it with me, and I'm gonna be home, like, the day after shot day, so it should be fine. It was not fine. I ate pancakes for like 2, 3 days straight. I had a great time, but it was not fine. I didn't gain a bunch of weight because it only fell apart toward the end. But still, like, no, so yeah, people take a break from, again, I'm talking about the people still losing. If you're in maintenance, do what you want to do. But the people that are still trying to lose weight will take a break from the weight loss process to be big backs during the holidays, vacations, and birthdays, and the summertime. Do what you want to do, but don't cry when it keeps saying you back, you know? People play around all day and then call other people fast responders. But maybe I'm biased because the people in my chat that have either already made it to maintenance or are seeing the success that they want to see, these people are doing the damn thing. They're getting out and they're exercising. Some of the girls are fasting, like switching up their diets, and they're taking it and they're titrating up appropriately. Like they're titrating up when they're supposed to. Okay. Um, Somebody will be on 5 milligram or 7.5 milligram too long and call somebody else on 15 milligram of a fast responder. Like somebody somebody will be on 2.5 milligram and call somebody on 7.5 a fast responder. Somebody will be on 10 milligram, losing a quarter pound, half a pound a week or something like that consistently, or stalled out for months at a time, and they're still drinking alcohol, they don't get enough sleep, they don't work out hard enough, and will call somebody else a fast or call themselves a slow responder. Somebody will be on compound and call somebody else a fast responder, but that person's on brand. So are they really a fast responder or are they just on brand? I don't subscribe. I'm not telling other people what to think. I don't subscribe to slow and fast responder, super responder. I don't subscribe to none of that. Pe- people people will do better than the average in the Eli Lilly trial, which is 22% of total body weight. People will do better than that. But because they didn't reach their goals, say that it's because of their genetics. If the average in the trial is 22% of body weight and you've lost 28%, 32%, some of us 50%. I've lost 50% and I'm still not at my goal. So you lose 30, 40, 50% of your body weight, but because you're not at your goal, you're a slow responder and you just don't have the genetics. But you're already above average as far as results. So let's say it is your genetics. Let's say it is. Let's just say it is your genetics. There's some sort of genetic marker that you didn't get tested for that's keeping you from losing more weight or whatever. Or you just maxed out on Zepbound. People call me a fast responder, but I'm just putting in the work. I think calling a person that fasts on a GLP-1 a fast responder is diabolical. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like the people that fast are going to lose weight faster than the rest of us. They just are. They just are. They just are. Like it just is what it is. Like they're gonna lose weight faster. The people that are putting on muscle, I can't necessarily say that they're gonna lose weight faster, but they will probably lose more consistently. Because when you're putting on muscle, there are going to be some weeks where you gain. Like I've gained a pound a week for the past 2 weeks, but I've also put on a good amount of muscle. Um, so I mean, or they'll say T just doesn't work for me. Some people will be on compound saying testosterone, uh, tirzepatide doesn't work for them. I, I I used to be in the support groups. I used to see it all the time. The questions that people would ask, and I'm just like, you're not even doing it right. Like you're not. I remember I don't hear this as much anymore, but I remember when I first got on, a big talking point was I didn't have to change my diet and I still lost weight. And it's like I didn't understand the significance of that at the time, other than like, okay, like obviously it just seemed like okay, but like but now it's like really like okay, and like congratulations. Like why are you're not what do am I supposed to not want you to lose weight? Am I supposed to be hating on you because you lost weight and you didn't change anything about your life? If you like your life, I love your life. I love that for you. If you lose weight and you already had good habits, I love that for you. If you lose weight despite your bad habits, I love that for you. If you're happy, I love the fact that you're happy. Just don't be looking at I get it sometimes in the comments, like on older videos, people will still comment and tell me I'm full of shit because I say that some people have to change what they're doing. And I'm like, that's not true. I didn't have to. I still eat chips and and I'm on Zepbound and I've lost 30 pounds. And I'm like, okay, I'm not talking to you. Congratulations. 6'7". I'm a little late on the 6'7" trend, but like what do you okay. All right. So I don't know. I don't know, but I'm not taking no break. I'm gonna finish up 75 hard. I am over. I'm overwhelmed. I am overwhelmed by the price of Zebound, but I'm gonna continue to pay for it as long as I'm still losing weight. Once I'm no longer losing weight, I plan to cycle off. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to cycle off though. Like I don't know how long it's gonna take me to titrate down. I expect to be hungry. I expect to regain some weight, but I also expect to have some solid enough habits that hopefully I can control some of the weight gain. Like a lot of it is going to be out of my control, but like 6 months might be too long for me to cycle off. I don't know. Maybe 3 months is enough time. But yeah, we'll talk about that in a members only stream. Eventually I will talk about it like publicly, but because it's kind of one of those things where if you tell somebody what you're gonna do, they're just gonna tell you how scary it is. It's kind of like when I was 100 pounds heavier, and I would tell people my goal was to lose 100 pounds straight out the gate, and they'd be like, "Oh my god, you're gonna be why? You're gonna be so thin. Oh my god, 100? Are you sure? I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know." So I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson. This additional weight that I'm about to lose, this has to be one of those things where I talk about it when people can see it. I mean, I'm gonna talk about it for the members, but as far as publicly, I'll talk about what my goal is when I'm about 10 pounds away. Because I don't have time for people to be getting all scary. Like, I don't know. I think that's too small. And I don't know. You don't want to lose too much. And you're gonna look sick. I don't have time for that. There's no point in me talking about something when I know the second I get pushback, I'm going to repeatedly say, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's kind of like 75 hard. I wasn't expecting pushback from 75 hard, but once I got it, I was in like a perpetual loop of like explaining myself and saying, y'all know I don't give a fuck and I'm still gonna do it, right? Like, I hear you, I hear what you're saying, but I don't care, right? And I don't like being in a position where I have to constantly say, okay, I hear you, but like, I really don't care. Like, I already decided to do this. This is what I'm going to do. And now that I've done it and people can see I didn't fucking die, it's like, oh, okay, we get it now, which is wonderful. That's great. That's amazing. But I'm not about to make that mistake again. I'm not about to make that mistake again. So I'm gonna shrink the audience, tell everybody what the plan is, and then when I get about halfway through it, then I'll tell the people. Because I'm what 145. Before I even made it here, people was looking at me like, you don't really need to lose no more weight. You don't really need to, like, do you really, do you? I don't know. Because people have ideas in their head about what a certain size looks like. I don't have them ideas. I don't have them ideas. That's why I gave up on having a goal weight. But now I think it's best to give myself a target, so I have one. There's a whole channels based off. I went on T, lost some weight, and I didn't change a thing. Isn't that amazing? No, it's not amazing. I mean, if you like it, I love it. If you like it, I love it. I ain't hating. So let me wrap up. Like the stream if you haven't already. I'm gonna let y'all know of some upcoming streams, and then I'll get out of here so I can head to the gym because there are no breaks. I can't wait to see you big bags shopping for that Halloween candy and eating 3 plates on Thanksgiving. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be judging about how many plates you eat on Thanksgiving. Maybe I shouldn't be judging about that. If you's a hungry hippo, who am I to judge? Okay? Who am I to judge? All right. So, upcoming streams. Um I am alongside my weight loss, I have a whole different removal journey going on. I'm not just trying to remove this body fat, okay? I'm trying to remove this debt and all this junk that I've purchased over the past like half decade. I have been brainwashed by consumerism. I admit, I am a shopaholic. And I say that lightly. I don't say that as in like diagnosed addiction or anything like that. But I do self soothe through shopping, and I'm over it. I mean, I'm not over it as in like I don't still want to, but I'm over it as far as like I don't want it to have control over my life anymore. So I'm starting the process of like reducing my spending, getting on a budget, getting out of debt, and getting rid of a lot of the stuff that I have, like so recycling, donating, or just giving away. But it's not just that. I have a habit of buying stuff before I run out of what I'm already using. For example, skincare. I am overflowing with skincare. It's too much. It's too much. So, in order to face the music, I plan to put it on display. I plan to put my overspending on skincare on display. And it is a lot. It's a lot of stuff. I mean, up until very recently, I was like stocking up on some stuff, and I'm like, I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again. So I plan to do a stream on that. But once the stream is done, it won't be available on this channel. I will leave a link to it on the community so you can go watch it on a separate channel because GOP people that are interested in weight loss might not be interested in all the decluttering and stuff like that. So, but some of y'all just gonna watch whatever I do. So I'm gonna do it live. And I can't go live on the other channel yet. So I'm gonna do it live, and I will take it down and repost it over there. Um, so keep an eye out for that. The other thing is a members only stream. Um, which will either be tonight or tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. It's probably going to be short. I'm really just going to be revealing what my goal weight is, what my plan is to get there, what I'm going to do when I get there, and why that applies to me cycling off of Zepbound and my lack of a plan for maintenance. Like we're going to be talking about that. So that's going to be for members only. And is there another one? I was gonna give y'all a choice, but I think I'm gonna just choose for y'all. I was gonna give y'all a choice between going through all of my atrocious like skincare. Like I have 4 bottles of the same sunblock. Stupid, whatever. I was gonna go through all of that, or I was gonna reveal my August credit card spending because it's the last time I'm using my credit cards. But it's not August is not done yet. So I'm just gonna pick for you guys and we're gonna go over the skincare. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. We've just got used to super obese people that we no longer recognize what a healthy weight person looks like. I agree. I agree. And because I don't want to argue about it, I'll reveal it later. 112 pounds down, 5 milligrams Zepbound, no cheat days. What's a cheat day? I don't believe in cheat days. I think people assume that I mean you're not supposed to have fried chicken, or you're not supposed to have a cookie, or you're not supposed to have a soda. That's not what I mean at all. I'm just saying the more of those things you try to include, the more you slow yourself down when you're in the process of losing weight. So I don't believe in balance when you're on the uh, weight loss train. I'm on a decluttering journey too for the same reasons. Yeah, I feel like you have to get, like, when you lose weight, other things come to the surface. Have y'all realized that? Like, weight loss people, did anybody else lose weight and then other problems like smacked you dead in the face that you wasn't, that you maybe in the back of your mind knew was a problem, but you wasn't really concerning yourself with it? Well, I've officially reached that point. I've officially reached the point where, like, my over consuming and my debt has, I can't ignore it anymore. Because, like, what's the point of being skinty or being fit and, like, your finances is fucked up, or you're surrounded in stuff that you don't even use. You know what partially did it for me? All that shopping, that Fashion Over shopping I did a few months ago, half that stuff don't even fit now because I kept losing weight. So now, or half of some of it don't even fit well because I lost more weight and, like, I have like much more loose skin around my breasts. So I can't even wear the stuff that has the cleavage. So I spent all that money. I have all of these dresses stacking up and I can't even wear them now. So it pissed me off. It frustrated me. I ran out of space in my closet. I was like, oh no, I'm done. I'm done. I got to get rid of this shit. And then once you start realizing you got to get rid of stuff over here, other stuff starts to, like, peek its ugly little head out. And I'm like, holy shit, I have done the most with this skincare. Like, I have done the absolute and fucking uttermost. Man, the weight loss journey unleashed a whole life makeover. It's like once you tackle the big thing, this big thing, you have the ammunition to tackle the other things. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, if y'all are decluttering too, then I may as well share it. Like I said, I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna do it live here. If I do any pre-recorded videos, they will be on the other channel. But I'm gonna do it live here, and then once it's down, I will save the link to my community. But the live streams will be posted on the other channel because I'm not able to go live there until I think, like, I have a certain number of subscribers or something like that. Um, so yeah, when I do the live stream or whatever, or if you catch the playback, make sure you go over and subscribe. The junkie minimalist, the junkie. I mean, I am junkie, y'all. I am junkie, and this is my journey to minimalism because I'm sick of it. You know what it is too? I'm tired of spending money. Like, I'm over it. I'm tired. Even though I enjoy the process of spending money, I'm not happy with where I've spent my money. Like, I'm not happy with the things that I have. Some of the things. Some of the things, I have too many versions of the same thing. Like, don't even get me. Y'all know I got a cup addiction. I buy a new cup. Well, not no more, but I buy a new cup like every other month. I buy a new cup or mug every other month. That's more of a collection. I feel like I should be excused for that. But, we'll get into it. So I'm going to get out of here and go to the gym. Thank you guys for rocking out with me. I am not taking a break from weight loss. You know why? Because breaks are for losers. Not really. But because, I mean, I don't, it's too much work. Like, I don't feel like having this take more time than necessary. That's really what it is. If I take a break now, let's say a month, 2 months, I'm just delaying the inevitable, which is me still having to get the rest of the weight off or me still wanting to get the rest of the weight off. You know? Like, I don't want to slow down. I don't want to stop. Once I'm done with 75 hard, I will adjust, right? I will make things work to my life, but the journey toward weight loss continues, okay? So I love you all. Make sure you like the stream if you haven't already. I don't know if you can hype verticals, but if it does come up for you after the stream to hype, make sure you hype. And yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. You guys want a soft landing? Soft landing, guys. Soft landing. Say bye. Say bye. I should probably eat before I go to the gym. This is my problem now. I just be doing shit. Like, I'm not hungry because I ain't worked out yet. But I should probably eat something. See you, nerd. That's part of why I don't buy clothes. Yeah, you shouldn't. Don't do it. Don't make that mistake. Like, shopping is the worst decision I've made on this journey. I mean, okay, granted, I don't believe in wearing big raggedy clothes, like clothes that don't look good. I don't believe in that. But I've definitely overspent on the shopping, which is why I gotta get rid of this shit. Which is why I gotta get rid of it. See you, Lala. See you, Shawnee. Jen was here. See you, Jenitha, and everybody else that was watching. Okay, I think some people are still listening and don't have a hand free, so I'm gonna get out of here. I will see you guys either later tonight or well, I'm definitely gonna be back tomorrow. Oh, I forgot. We're probably gonna do. I'm gonna try to do belly dancing tomorrow. I haven't figured out though how you guys are going to be able to see me in the video at the same time. I mean, like I can do it on StreamYard, but one of us is going to be small. Either I'm going to be small or the video that I'm belly dancing to is going to be small. So we're going to have a little bit of a dance party of me. I wanted to do like a group dance party, but I can't play copyrighted music. So I'm just going to show you guys my belly dancing workout and I will do that tomorrow. But in addition to that, we'll have a regular stream as well, right?